Okay, hello and welcome everyone to another group stage match in SMOL Cup. And what do we have for you today? We have bist, genuuuug versus Circle Click Cat. Gonna be the seed 14 versus seed 17, so it might be a difficult match for the lower seeded team, but well, I guess we'll have to see how they manage here. And if I'm not wrong, the teams have already gotten into the roles and such, and we're deciding the pick order. Also, please let me know in chat if the audio levels are a little bit off, if something is too loud or too quiet. But yeah, it should be, either way, should be an interesting match. And yeah, best of luck to both of the teams. Looks like Team Red is gonna go for the second pick, thus now giving the decision to the other team what order the bans are gonna happen in. Let me quickly pull up some stats on these teams, so we have some ideas that these teams are really all about. Looking at bist genuuuug, they seem to be overall very good team on like every skill set. That the DT3 from qualifiers, which you all know was an interesting map, they did get the third best score on it in qualifiers. And then number 17, Circle Click at better scores on the Nomad 3, Nomad 4, so maybe more comfortable on that gimmick, but I think they should still be able to match. Whereas Team Blue decided to go for the second ban, so first ban is gonna be from Team Red, and they are gonna go for that Nomad 4 ban. Which I guess looking at the stats kinda makes sense, I think. Or, I mean, not really. I think Red should be kinda comfortable most of the maps, but maybe that's just the one that they're the least comfortable on. And now let's see what Team Blue decides to ban. And they're gonna go for the Hidden 1 ban. Hidden 1 was pretty much already has been decided as the hardest map of the pool by the players so far. And getting a bunch of feedback that it is a little bit harder than the rest. Well, maybe a little, but it is harder than the rest of the pool, so the lower seeded team deciding to ban the hardest map in the pool makes a bit of sense. Now we have picks. If I remember correctly, it's gonna be Blue's pick that is first. Yep. And Team Blue going for a Hard Rock 1. Okay, interesting. So Hard Rock 1 is gonna be our like kind of a mechanics test kinda on with Hard Rock, of course, so AR10, OD10. I think if, well, thanks to the low SR, I think both teams should be very comfortable on playing this SR. So I think it's really just gonna come down to the accuracy. And I think that's what is gonna set apart both of these teams. We've seen some previous matches earlier today where both of the teams had double FCs already, so I think accuracy is gonna be the main thing that's gonna set apart these teams in group stage. Interesting pick coming out of the blue team. I mean, they got 10th score on Hard Rock 1 in qualifiers, and Dubis Good Genuuuug got 17th, so quite a bit of a difference. I mean, if you just look at the numbers, they were only 100,000 apart, so it's not that. I mean, it is quite a difference, you know, in these matches. That much does really do count. See, I think the lineups are pretty much set in stone, so the Team Red is gonna be Yi Yao and Mitra Tercera, and then on Team Blue is gonna be Choco 001 and Manages 6. Good lucks have been sent in the chat, and we're gonna get started here with Hard Rock 1. I don't think there's anything super crazy about this map that should really trip out these players. I think it's just gonna come down to who's more comfortable on with Hard Rock. As we can see, quite a bit of accuracy drops coming out from Yi Yao and also Choco. Both of them already on 97 accuracy, actually, yeah, bordering 96. Meanwhile, the other two players on the other two teams are pretty comfortable in holding 99% accuracy. Manages currently giving the lead for his team with that almost perfect accuracy. As we speed up things up a little, getting deeper into the map, it's gonna be Mitra Tercera actually dropping the combo. It's gonna be the very first to fall here, and that might just be it. Like a very small miss like that is what might cause the upset in this match. And also that was the highest accuracy and combo score on Team Red, so that is gonna hurt quite a bit as we get into the second half of the map here. All the other three players holding zone. Let's see if the recovery is gonna be enough. Well, Team Red really needs a break, like very soon from Team Blue, but with Manages' accuracy, it's just gonna be really hard to come back into this, and I already say that it's over. Mitra, another very odd miss. That is, I'm really sure he's very unhappy about that. And that is gonna be actually really unfortunate. Those seem some very unlucky misses for him there. And I guess we can already say that this is gonna be Team Blue's point, and a very good job by the lower seeded team finding a very good pick to start off with, finding the weakness of Team Red. Maybe they can abuse this Hard Rock weakness from Team Red. They have more Hard Rock maps to pick, also Yi Yao in the meantime finding a break from this burst. And that is gonna seal the deal. Very commanding lead for Team Blue here. Very good start for them. Both players still FCing. Let's see if they manage to close it out. Holding both of them till the end. And yes, they do. Both players managing to find a double FC on Hard Rock 1, which is very good job from them. Manages finding the full combo perfect. Also a super good accuracy in almost 99%. He was super comfortable on this. So yeah, and while Team Red not that far behind the 700k and 500k. I mean, in a normal SR pool, you would say that those are some decent scores, but well, in this lower SR territory, you do need to pull through with these FCs. And let's see what Team Red's response is gonna be. I think for Team Blue something more mechanic wise would come in handy, or would really clutch for them, so maybe some of the no mods that are left and maybe the DT maps. Those are the ones that I really think would work pretty well for Team Red here. Let's decide. Let's see when they decide to go win. Yeah, so far a really good start for Team Blue. I mean, we're only one map in, so it isn't that much to say about everything so far, but let's see. And actually, Team Red going for that free mod too, and I'm quite surprised to see this one. The free mod 2 pick from them. So free mod 2 is gonna be your anti-mod pick of the pool. It is also the custom map of the pool, and it's gonna be your like very old style of mapping. With hidden, it's gonna be the AR8 that's gonna trip up the players, and with hard rock, it's gonna become CS 6.5, so it's gonna be precision. So those are the most challenging parts about this map. Beside Yao again for Team Red, who played hard rock 1, so I think it's a pretty safe guess to say that Yao is going to be playing hard rock. And if for Team Blue the lineup stays the same, then I think Manages should definitely stay on the hard rock. He was so comfortable on that hard rock 1. I think it would make a lot of sense for him to keep the hard rock, and then Choco can play with the hidden. And I think we are gonna get started very, very soon, as we already have the good lucks, have funds in chat. Yeah, good luck to both of the teams, and let's see who comes out on top. Team Red's pick, free mod 2. So actually, I wasn't fully correct. Yaya was gonna be playing on hidden. And they're gonna be Korhin, the new substitute for Team Red, getting the hard rock, as we have a little bit of Bancho moments here. Okay, I think this requires a panic here. Bancho struggling there. And there we go, we can finally see the players. And it's Team Red in the lead right here. Yeah, with the 100% SS. Holding really good here. But Team Blue is not that far off. Manages after that hard rock 1. Getting that so good accuracy, is really struggling to find anything here. But Koryan is gonna drop the FC here on these stacks. I either misread it or tapped too early. It's kind of hard to tell right now what happened there. But yeah, that's gonna give the lead for Team Blue. Manages really struggling with the accuracy here, especially on that burst, and he's gonna miss the very end of it, traded by Yi Yao. So the only FC left, Choco with the hidden. Everyone else here missing, and this looks terrible for Team Red. This looks like a very good opportunity for Team Blue to get a breakpoint here. Choco still holding very well. As we get done, I think I can say that was the very first KI section, and the uphill battle here for Team Red as the gap increases from 120k, still going up, as all of the combos on Team Red are being matched by Manages' recovery, and another long stream, and Choco is gonna fall. So the question is it enough? Did he do enough to secure the win here for his team? And I think there's just simply not enough left of the map. If Mana just holds this combo, it's gonna definitely put... It's definitely gonna keep Team Blue in the front position here. And yeah, another break out of Korhin that is just gonna seal the deal. And what an amazing start for Team Blue. I think everyone managed to actually hit the final long stream of the map. And yeah, an unfortunate breakpoint for Team Red here. I was quite surprised when I saw that they picked Fremont 2, because after looking at that Hard Rock 1, I mean, of course, there were those unlucky misses on Team Red, but still, I think just Team Blue was way more comfortable. And wait, Manages just got a B rank and still got a better score than Korhin. That is quite crazy. Well, it's gonna be a breakpoint for Team Blue there. Now it's gonna be their pick again. They really have the advantage here. I think they still have quite a couple gimmicky picks that they could really try to use here to just finish this match. I guess they could go into the Hard Rock again. Hard Rock 2. Doing that precision again. They just seem really good on Hard Rock right now. They could go for the Fremont 1 as well. And to seal the deal, well, I'm not sure how anyone I can 100% not predict who would come out on top if Hidden 2 is picked here. Hidden 2 is definitely a very unorthodox map to see in a tournament, so I think it's impossible to say who's gonna win that. And yeah, I was right. They are gonna go for the Hard Rock 2, which just makes a lot of sense considering how well they have done on Hard Rock in this match. And Hard Rock 2, what can we say about the Hard Rock 2? It's just gonna be your precision A map. Maybe it's a little bit awkward, so the players will have to be careful with that. It also is a custom map from Scruffy Cup 2, which is interesting if you guys know my history as the host of that tournament. It was very surprising to see that this map hasn't been actually played that much ever since that tournament, so I took the opportunity to use it again, this time in the 5-digit pool, because in Scruffy Cup 2 it was used in the 6-digit pool. So let's see how the 5 digits fare on this one. So far Team Blue really holding it strong here, and they definitely have the momentum, and I think they have a very good chance here to just finish it. But I mean, Team Red is just a very solid team. I mean, if you look at their qualifier results, they just were solid on everything. So if there would to happen anything on Team Blue, then yeah, I think Team Red is just gonna be right there, right behind them, and grab this point away. So yeah, Hard Rock 2, here we go. Hopefully this time Banjo loads in correctly. Gonna be Yi Yao, Mitra, Tercera on Team Red, same lineup as Hard Rock 1. And on Team Blue, Manages 6 and Choco 01. So far the trusty duo clutching it up for their team and securing 2 points, but here we go. Hard Rock 2, here we go. And actually it's gonna Manages to fall here, followed up by Yi Yao very soon. So the score is gonna stay very equal here. Choco and Mitra Tercera fighting to see who's gonna come out ahead and get this point for their team. Still very, very close. Accuracy-wise, I would say, I think on average, yeah, on average, Team Blue is ahead now. I think that is solely the reason why they have the advantage here. Slight combo advantage as well, coming into their hands now. But I think we're gonna slowly get out of this slow part and gonna hit a Kian section very soon where there's gonna be a couple very awkward patterns that the players have to watch out for after this very short break. Both teams seeing who is in the lead right now, what's what, and they can see that it's very close. The pressure is adding up. Hopefully they don't break on this slow section right before the Ki. And let's see who comes out on top. Well, I just keep selling this Ki section, but it just definitely takes a while for it to finally come in, and I think we're gonna get into it now. These weird triangle aims and jumps, I mean, definitely testing the aim control of the players, and on this precision, it's definitely easy because of the SR, but it can definitely trip up some players if they're just not comfortable on this CS. And everybody holding so far, but it is very close. A break would be detrimental for any of the teams here, but I think there's just, the map is pretty much done, so it is gonna be another point for Team Blue. And shaky start from Manages, but quickly traded by Yiyao, and then managing to hold out through the rest of the map. Very good job by Team Blue again, and securing this third point. And this puts Team Blue in a really, really good position. Mitra Tercera and Choco finding a full FC, and then Yiyao and Manages with a very good A rank. Good accurate, like they just had that one miss unfortunately, and after that they were holding really well, so very solid scores, very, very close. Team Blue does come out on top though, and this puts them in a really, really strong position, only 2 points away from winning this match. Let's see if they do manage to hold on to this lead. So Team Red, what do we have for Team Red? I mean, they've tried Fremont 2, which I feel like was a weird pick. Maybe they just liked that map and they had some really good scores, and that was just that was like a 1% low ball from them, unfortunately. So hard to say what they would have the advantage on. And yeah, they're gonna go for Nomad 1. That was gonna be my guess, something in the Nomad pool, something more heavy on the mechanics. So yeah, Nomad 1 is gonna be Rebel Heart. It is just your average, out of the park aim map, as average as it gets for 5.9 stars. I think this map does come in at like 5.88 if I'm not, oh, 5.89, my bad. So yeah, I think this is one of the better picks for Team Red. They could have went for him, because so far they've been kind of struggling on any of the mod picks, and so yeah, I think they're just gonna go for something mechanic-y, aim in this case, and with no mod, you know, no mods coming in here to rip them up. So I think this is a good plan B, and I mean they need this plan B to work because we're almost finished with this match. Team Blue already has 3 points. If they win this, I think the deal is just pretty much sealed and done. So Team Red really needs this point, and let's see. No mod 1. Also a pretty short map, only coming in at right under 3 minutes, so you just have to hold on to 3 minutes. And yeah. I think all of the players though are gonna be super comfortable on a map like this. Typically when you see a no mod 1 pick in any other tournament, it is definitely a very gambly pick because I mean every Osu player is consistent on aim, consistency. This is like a skill that every player has pretty much honed, even if they want it or not. But let's see, Team Red thinks they can win this, and I mean they're holding some very good accuracies here. 1 SS on Yiyao as we get into the second quarter of the map here. And Choco is gonna be the first one to fall. Not what you would expect from the player that so far has been doing so well for Team Blue. An unlucky miss from him, and this is gonna give the lead to Team Red. But Team Blue is still holding right here. Team Red is still not out of this. They're still in danger if they find a break. They need to hold this. I'm still holding the SS. I mean, that's what you would expect from the Seed 4 team on the no mod 1. And Manages is gonna also find a break in kinda like this jumpy slowdown part. I mean, don't get me wrong, but this part is a little bit awkward as well on the aim, so can definitely trip up some players. And yeah, that is no more FCs left on Team Blue. A 300k lead for Team Red. An SS on Yiyao. I think this is pretty much done game, and well, Team Red is holding on. As we get into this last jump section of the map, everyone is holding, but it's kind of done for Team Red. No matter what happens, this is gonna be Team Red's point unless both players just, even if they disconnect, it's done. There's nothing that can be done, so tremendous job from both of the Team Red players. I forgot to check in the last second, but is that gonna be a full SS on Yiyao? Oh my god, it is. Holy moly. Yeah, that is gonna be a full SS on Yiyao, the full 1 million score, as there's no spinner in the map, so yeah, 1 million is gonna be the full score here. And I mean, how often do you see a 1 million score in a tournament? I mean, I get it, the pool is super easy at 5.9 stars, and it's the Seed 4 team, so yeah, you would pretty much expect this from them, but it's still interesting to see. And yeah, that is gonna be the first point for Team Red, and well, it was the right pick for them. I think that was like the best they had left in the pool. I was kind of surprised to see that. I mean, Team Blue only 1 miss from both of the players. It's just unlucky for both of them. So far they've been holding very strong. They kept in all the nerves and kept delivering those FCs slash 1 miss scores, which gave them the advantage in all of the previous picks. But yeah, crazy assets from Yiyao. So yeah, Team Blue, what could they pick? 3 mod 1. Oh, right, they already picked 3 mod 1, and I think that pick makes absolutely full sense. They've been doing so well on Hard Rock so far. This is like the last map they could pick that has Hard Rock on it. They think they have the advantage on the Hard Rock, and yeah, This free mod 1 is a very, very tricky map in my opinion. This definitely is. Very interested to see this. Like, I think this really could go either way. This is a very very random map, you could say. And let's see, what can I say about this? It's gonna be low BPM, kind of more awkwardly alt map. It is definitely gonna see if you are, of course, with hard rock, it's gonna be OD10, so it's definitely gonna check if you are correctly holding the BPM and then, you know, getting the accuracy. I think one accuracy is gonna be what's the most important on this map. But I mean, FC is an FC that is, I think, would score to like still 70% of your score. So yeah, but point is accuracy is gonna be super important on this. And we are not gonna drag this on for much longer. Good luck, some chance. So we're gonna get started here, and a 2 minute 48 free mod 1, pretty short. I mean, this pool overall is pretty short. No, match could be just done very, very soon. This could have been the very last map, but Team Red winning that no mod 1 is gonna help them out quite a bit. Hopefully we get started this time. And no, this is Banjo. So this time we're gonna see Matty come in for the first time on this free mod 1, making his debut in this tournament. And it's gonna be Yao on the hidden. I think that is a safe bet. I think getting FC on this with hidden is gonna be much more simpler than getting it with hard rock. And after what Yao did on normal 1, yeah, I would definitely trust him to put this FC in the bag. But so far everyone is holding, which is interesting. But I think this is the part where people could trip up on these bursts here with some hidden doubles hidden behind them. And also this map I think is, you could also say it's kind of a flowing check. Making sure you keep your aim in check on, especially when these like bursts slow down. It could definitely catch some people off guard. It definitely caught me off guard when I was trying to get an FC on this for the replay. But I just couldn't do it. So I'm kind of surprised to see that these players are doing so well. And Choco is going to find a very unfortunate miss. And that is going to be their hidden FC gone. That's like the score that you would like want to have both of the teams holding. And Matty also, again, I don't know what that miss was in the slow section. Very unlucky. I think he missed the on the double or maybe a slider. And so now we're back into very equal terms. It's gonna be the Hard Rock FC versus the Hidden FC. The Hidden FC on Yao, I think it's, you would very well trust this to him to hold this after what he did on Nomad 1. But manages, he's been so solid so far on the Hard Rocks. As we get into this more ulti and slide the report into the map, it's very, very easy to trip up here with Hard Rock. I think this final section of the map is the hardest. And everyone is holding. All eyes on the last two FCs. And both players still holding. Oh my god, Choco is gonna break. Is that gonna be enough? Matty has been getting a very good recovery combo here. Is there enough time for him to bring this back? It's slowly going towards Team Red, but I'm not sure there's enough left of up. Manage is gonna break in the very last second. Is this enough? Matty also breaking at the end. It's gonna give the lead in the very last second to Team Red. Wow. Team Red stealing that in the very, very last second. Which is very, very crazy. Quite unfortunate for Team Blue, because this was, I think, in my opinion, one of their better picks. But yeah, Yao coming back with another crazy score, and when you see it in his accuracy, oh, Yao putting together some very good performances for his team here, pulling them out of the mud after that, I guess, quite terrible start you could say. Okay, Team Red going back into the Noma pool as I predicted. Actually gonna go for that Noma 3. And I think that Noma 3 could be a little bit similar to this VMod 1, I guess. It's also an alt map. So definitely another chance for them to get another point here and then equalize. This Noma 3 is actually quite an interesting map. It's not just your, average alt map. It has definitely everything that you can see in an alt map. More snappy, more flowy patterns. Also throw in a couple more like stacked patterns, testing that reading a little bit. So it's gonna be interesting to see what these players actually manage to do here. It's gonna be interesting to see what goes here. But I think successfully managed to edit the MP link command. And that with the exclamation mark MP link in chat. I didn't have the MP link on the sheet yet, so I didn't add it. But here we go. What is going on? I think this definitely needs a panic. That was interesting to see what Manages was doing there. Either way, we're in the map finally, and we're finally setting in. It's actually gonna be Yao breaking, Choco finding a break, and now followed on by Managers. So everyone finding breaks all over the board. It's only Mitra that has the only combo left. So all eyes on him. If he can hold this combo, giving a very good lead to start us off here. And he seems to be holding very good recovery on Yao, and also everyone on Team Blue is recovering. And oh no, the commentator's curse! I'm so sorry, Yao. I'm so sorry. He is gonna be finding another break here, and yeah, I mean this Noma 3 is maybe something more gimmicky. Maybe this is the like weak point of Yao. He's been so solid on the previous two picks. So it's kind of unfortunate to see him break on these, and the FC on Mitra is gone, and the huge recoveries on Team Blue. If they just hold this, they definitely have enough time to bring this back, and a breakpoint to follow up a breakpoint would be insane here. What is Team Blue cooking here? And the score is gonna go over to Team Blue right now, and it's growing rapidly. There's just not much left on Team Red. 400k, a 400 combo on Yao. And now Choco is gonna find a break. Actually, both players on Team Blue are gonna find a break at the very end, so that huge lead they had is gonna fall off there. But wow, that is a breakpoint for Team Blue, and I cannot believe I'm saying this, but they are on match point. I don't think anyone would have expected this, looking at just this seeding. Like, you would look at seed 4 versus seed 17. Like, even at the start I was like, gonna be a hard game for Team Blue here, and so far very well fought and hard fought here for Team Blue, pulling out everything they have here. And I mean, this is the main, I mean, not the main, but I think this is what's super interesting about group stage and this like super low SR pool. It definitely gives the best chance to the team for the lower seeded teams to do an upset. And I mean, if we did the same format, it's in OWC, seed 4 wouldn't have even played in group stage, they would have skipped it. So definitely very interesting to see what is going on here. So Team Blue is in a very good position here. They get to pick what they're gonna finish this with. They are in the best position here to just finish out the match. So they have Noma 2, Hidden 2, DP, both of the DP picks, and well, they can pick the tiebreakers, so it's gonna be interesting. And oh my god, they are gonna go for it. They are gonna go for this Hidden 2, which, well, if you haven't played the pool, I think you would be super surprised to see like what the hell this is. I'm very surprised to see this picked here right at the end. And this really is just gonna come down who practiced this map more. As far as Hidden 2s go, this map is definitely not that difficult at all, I think. I think it just kind of comes down to practice. So yeah, let's see who practiced this map more. And I think, considering that Team Blue picked it, I think they definitely have practiced this. They seem very confident. Okay, so let's see what lineups we have. Actually, a last minute change for Team Red here, bringing back in Yao. It's gonna be Matthew and Yao on Team Red. They're gonna be the last two standing here for Team Red to keep them in this. And the dynamic duo on Team Blue, Manages and Choco. Let's see who managed to memorize this map. I think we're in for a treat here as the viewers. I think Choco is missing the hidden there, so let's do a quick panic. Let's see. Combatro misses at the start here, so let's settle in a bit. And it's gonna be Matty with the very first break of the map. And so far, Team Blue holding very comfortably on this starting section of the map. Actually, Bandages and Yia are gonna trip up on that stack at the end. There's only Choco left here. Matty also picking up another miss, so there's nothing left on Team Red. and only Choco holding here. And I mean, the way this map is, maybe just one player being able to play comfortably on a team is just enough. Yo, picking up another miss there as we get into the second half of the map. The lead is very slowly growing. I mean, not very slowly, it is growing very fast, in fact. And it is just growing very well. It is growing very, very fast, actually. My bad. It's gonna be 300k in the favor of Team Blue here as we get, I think, into the last KI section. And yeah, I think that is gonna be GG's, well played, and gonna be actually Team Blue taking the win here. I think that's an FC from Choco. Yeah, that is an FC from him. A very good score from him, and yeah, that is gonna be GG's here for Team Blue. Managing to get the upset match result here that nobody expected. So, very interesting to see. GG's, well played, and yeah. I think a very surprising victory coming out of the Seed 17 team here against Seed 4, so very interesting match overall. It was very close. Even though the full match score might not reflect that, it was very close on all of the maps. And yeah, GG's to both of the teams. It is gonna be Team Blue, Circle, Click, Cat taking the win here, and that is gonna put them in the lead here in their group. Of course, in this group, this is part of the upper division, so none of the players are fighting for survival here. Both of even the loser teams in each group are gonna still make it to the bracket stage, so at least there's that. And yeah, I think there's nothing much more to say. Thank you so much everyone for watching, and hopefully see you guys soon on another match in the group stage. Thank you so much, and bye bye.